Jag vill ändå hålla kvar lite vid det här med att ni valde att testa där ihop med en offentlig aktör som en kommun, så att säga. Vad var tanken med det egentligen? Att ni valde att testa det här samarbetet just med Stockholms stad och inte liksom gick helt fritt liksom ut i...
Nu, då kommer vi in på en kulturpolitisk fråga. Vi har ju David Karlsson här. Men jag kommer ta några av dina ord.
Det går bra.
Ja, men den stora anledningen är att vi har den här kulturpolitiken är under omstöpning och den kommer att regionaliseras. 20% av de offentliga medlen kommer att gå ner mot regionerna. Och en av de viktiga principerna vi har inom kulturpolitik, är förstås inom all typ av offentlig verksamhet där man inte vill ha ministerstyre, men det är särskilt relevant inom kulturen, handlar om principen om armlängds avstånd. Så när regionerna blir mer inflytelserika över kulturen och vad som kan produceras, så föreligger det en risk att experter har nära relation med kreatörerna, och därmed liksom uppstår det både någon typ av liksom ideologisk korruption men även ekonomisk korruption på grund av relationer. Och då kan man tänka sig att det kan vara bra att komplettera de typer av belöningsstrukturer eller investeringsstrukturer som finns för kultur med saker och ting där det finns medborgarinflytande, för att liksom jämföra de här två olika typerna av investeringar, och så att vi inte hamnar i en sån situation att det uppstår jäv. Och så då blir medborgarinflytandet en typ av motvikt mot ett expertstyre, och där de då på något sätt, vi hoppas kunna komplettera varandra för att ge ett kulturuttryck som speglar ett typ av samhällsbehov och inte någonting annat då.
Intressant. Jag har kallat det för en hybrid, har jag sett ibland, så mellan en rent marknadsorienterad och en offentligt orienterad finansiering. Okej, tack ska du ha, Mark. Jag får prata med er och surra mer under kvällens lopp kring det här. Nu är vi kanske klara för vår första lilla Skype-kontakt.
Hopefully it will be okay. We never know when we start with Skype. It's a little bit of testing, as Peter said originally. We will have this presentation in English. It will be not what is seen in the program. Alan Moore, he will come later in the evening. It will be Unni Bekke-Sekkesetter, who has been, you can say, the driving force for microfinance in the Nordic countries. She is manager for Microfinance Norway, and she is also personal friend with Jonas of the Nobel Prize. So she really has the understanding and development of this field in Norway, and also leading this field together. You will hear more in the presentation. So now we'll try to connect with her, and she will give you the background.
Okay. Jag hoppas också.
I'm trying with a microphone here at the same time, lots of coordination, so always.
Can you see me?
Yeah. So while I'm doing this, and someone can help me, so maybe you can start a little bit with your background and your latest trip.
Yes. First of all, thank you for having me in your seminar. My name is Unni Bekke-Sekkesetter, and I've just been to the United States to look at some micro-enterprise or microfinance programs. Can you see and hear me okay? Yeah, okay, good. So I've been on a small fieldwork for my PhD studies in the United States. This is not the first time there. I've visited programs in big cities like New York and Washington and Wilmington, Delaware, over the last 15 years, in fact. So what we do in Norway in microfinance and United States already from 1985 in places like Chicago with Connie Evans. We started the Women's Self-Employment Project with group lending. And I'm mentioning group lending specifically because that's the focus of my PhD research and also have been the focus of our microfinance program in Norway for the last 15 years. So in pure group lending, actually what happens is that we add social capital in addition to access to financial capital micro-lending. So in these small lending groups, the building of social capital is additional assets. It's something extra in addition to access to.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about development today in Norway. What do you see and what do you work with?
I'm still in the leadership of Microfinance Norway, which I founded 15 years ago in Norway, primarily for immigrants in Norway from more than 45 different nationalities. Over the years, we've been helping out starting hundreds and hundreds of businesses. We've worked with several thousand people. It's still heavily based on assisting people with setting up the business, making the business plan, planning everything, and then the financial part is an addition at the end of the process. And we also work with groups as well as individuals. So Microfinance Norway is at the moment in development with new IT systems called Kredinfo. It's an IT portal where people can also do online lending. They can evaluate each other's loan proposals in the network groups, and we can do the assessment and so on. So that's using technology to reach more people also.
What has been the challenges in the startup period of building this microfinance network?
First of all, to create an understanding in Norway for the need of sort of the bottom level of people who don't have access to finance through the banking system. We found that more or less 10% of the population do not have the collateral needed for the access or security of any kind to take loans, especially not starting business. So we have a much greater demand than what we have loan capital. So in my mind, it's a very efficient way of reaching a lot of people who have potential to create jobs instead of just sitting and waiting for jobs, being unemployed. It's also a very important way of using people's skills and experience from their home countries or from Norway. We find that the majority of people start business to be able to use their skills in a better way. They find that it's difficult to get into the labor market, to do at least on the level where they feel they are. Very highly skilled immigrants, very often with MBAs and so on. So we find that starting a business for them is a good way out of, you can say, dependency and unemployment, or underemployment.
Can you give us like an example, like the average borrower?
Sure. We work with both women and men. It's been about 50-50 on each throughout the years. And I wish to share with you a case of a woman from Pakistan who came to Norway in the early, around 2003. And she was a single woman with four children. She had to support herself. She had some health issues and so on, but she was very fond of sea. So she had some training in Pakistan and got some additional training from the municipality in Drammen. Drammen is a very multicultural city, and she was offered a training in entrepreneurship as well, and that's where I came into the picture. So I was teaching the entrepreneurship course for this week. We started the group. They were very solid group. They months. Just now, she's in the process of getting paid for a 200,000 loan, and she's expanding. She's now working in cooperation with the municipality. She's taking in work training. She has a training program for other immigrant women who she teaches, and she holds courses. She has a tailoring workshop. She's a very popular woman and creating much more than just the items she sees. She creates a place to be, a place to love for these migrant women in Drammen. So that's a good example. Build it much more for them, just what has to do with money and material things. It's about building social capital for her in Drammen.
How do you look upon the future of finance, microfinance in the Nordic countries? I understand that something is happening more jointly with other Nordic countries.
Yeah, a lot of things is happening at the moment between Sweden, Denmark, and Norway. We've set up a Nordic microfinance network. With the Microfinance Institute, you have an organization called NIM for immigrant women based in Katrineholm. And they've also started a loan fund called the Microfinance Institute instead. And they are very close partners with us, and together we've applied for funding the Nordplus program of the Nordic Council of Ministers. We've got some funding for preparatory meetings, and we're waiting for the answer for the big proposal for the network. So we're planning to have a big conference for the European Microfinance Network in Stockholm in June next year. That's sure. And in addition to that, we'll have the launch of the Nordic Microfinance Network with the conference. So you're all welcome to come and see more what we are doing in the Nordic context. But Bernt Ole, I would like to also add one more thing about that woman in Drammen, because we actually did a small study on her situation and what happened throughout these years since 2004 when we started working with her up till now. And we found that whatever we put in, time, money, loans, whatever, was 5.4 times double. So that means the social return on investment was 5.4. It means that what we put in was doubled 5.4 times. That means the saving of social welfare benefits, whatever she could earn and so on in addition, and the tax payments and so on. So this type of microfinance activity is proving to be a very good integration strategy. It's a good way to get a better living for the individual and also for the communities and society to save more, in fact. I just wanted to add that point.
So, if someone would like to ask some question about microfinance, we have the possibility. Here we go here.
What's is important if I shall get microfinance support? What shall I think of? For example, if I never made a marketing plan before, for example, do I have to be able to do everything before I contact you? Or how does it work?
Well, it was a bit difficult to hear your question, but I think you asked if they need to have common, need to know to do the things before they contact us. Is that the correct answer?
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, they need to have some kind of business ID. They don't need necessarily to have a high income or something. Basically, they can be on welfare. They can be in situations where they don't have a lot of money. What we look at is the person, the qualities of the person, how motivated, determined, what type of skills, what can we base things on. Skills do we have? We have hairdressers, we have leather makers, shoemakers, we have tailors, also people who have skills they can use in these countries as well. And then we add the technical knowledge through entrepreneurial training and helping out, showing them maybe accountants who can take care of the things and so on. So we give them access to both the knowledge, what they need to run formal business in this part of the world, and also the money and social capital through the networks we are building.
Did you say how many works you have created there?
I can give you one example. We don't have 100% accurate statistics of how many businesses has been set up, but we follow many of them, and we know it's many hundreds. But I can give you one concrete example. In 2005 and 2006, we had a project, and with 2 million kroner, we created 64 businesses just in that period, in 1.5 years. That was 48 loans, and we trained also 230 people, all immigrants, non-Western immigrants, on average 4 hours each. So that's how far 2 million kroner can take you with microfinance in Norway.
Some additional?
We 1,300 people, but we don't know exactly how many persons have come out of that, because many people go to a course and start maybe several years later without a law, and we sort of lose them out of our statistics. That's why it sounds here.
One thing I find interesting myself is that how do you look upon culture and social entrepreneurship? You're also in the CERNOC network, Researchers in Scandinavian Social Entrepreneurship. Do you see how culture and social entrepreneurship go together?
Well, I see a very clear connection, because we have many cultural workers also in our network, and I can see how many of them are socially minded. They themselves have networks, and they often need capital and some business knowledge as well. They are really good cultural workers, but they might other aspects of running a business. So I think the culture and social business comes together very well. I have some examples of, for instance, the daughter of Mohammed Yunus, the Peace Prize laureate. She has started Sing for Hope. It's a very clear example of a social business coming out of the art culture. She is going around to youth groups, seminars, holding fundraising concerts and so on, creating interest for culture for young people in the United States, where they never get in touch with that type of culture. She's one of the best sopranos in the United States at the moment, singing in the Metropolitan Opera. So that's one example. We have examples from Norway as well, but I think that poem is very clear.
Okay, thank you very much. I think that's... So see you later.
Good luck with your seminar, and bye-bye.
Bye, see you.
Okay, thank you. Ja, intressant. Det är något som händer runt om oss. Det här. Kontakterna finns. Det är egentligen bara att spinna vidare på dem. Och det är ju så liksom alla de här idéerna, väcker det idéer, så har ju Ola, du har ju jättemycket kontakter liksom över hela världen. Va? Och vi försöker samla dem i vårt projekt också, va? Så att man lätt ska kunna få mer direktkontakt med de människor som vi tar upp här. Men nu tänkte vi göra någonting annat. Nu ska vi ha sån här lekar för vuxna. Det är så att allting handlar ju om, när man liksom pratar affärer och business, så handlar ju alltihop om relationer egentligen. Det är relationer, det är kontakter, det är det som är förutsättningen för att man överhuvudtaget ska komma någonstans. Det är så idéer utvecklas, det är så nätverk som blir hållbara byggs, och det handlar om att få kontakt. Och gör man då för att bygga relationer? Det är också något som Max och Therese har jobbat med handgripligen i spelform. Så vi ska testa det nu. Att spela det här spelet som ni har uppfunnit, som heter Allogami. Och det har jag aldrig spelat förut så att jag är lika nyfiken som alla andra på vad det här är. Vi behöver väl röja, antar jag, lite golvyta här en liten stund. Så att vi tar en 15 minuters break här med man kan fylla på kaffe och te och dricka och sådär och ta mera morotskaka och sådär. Och så när ni är klara och har satt upp det hela så samlas vi igen här och så spelar vi Alagamys och ser vi vad som händer med det. Vi tar en kort paus nu för det. Okej?